Chief Meteorologist Chase Jones.
All right, take a good look at this time lapse. Perfect clear skies, wonderful weather, but that time lapse is only 5 seconds long. That's how much daylight we have lost. Now, I think it levels out somewhere around 5:45, and we only have a couple months to go until Christmas. I can't believe I'm already saying it, but it's going to be a pretty busy week. That includes voting by tomorrow. By Friday, we'll do the KSAN food drive, and then Saturday, Veterans Day parade. It's going to be beautiful weather all week long. Now, from those lower 40s all the way up into those lower 80s, that's a 40-degree run, and right now we're leveling out in those mid-60s, if not those lower 60s. We're going to drop all the way back down into those 40s, but I promise you by tomorrow, it's going to be second summer as if none of that cold weather has ever happened, and thank goodness they're keeping the burn ban in place because there's not a drop of rain in the forecast anywhere. 61 in San Angelo, everybody else at 59. It's getting pretty quiet out there. I'm going to tell you what, 62 in Robert Lee, 53 over there in Mason, just outside the 10-degree spread. Come on, I've been looking for it for days, if not weeks, but you get a better idea of the air that's hanging out around the Concho Valley. Dew points are down there in those 40s, while humidity indices are back up there in those 50s, pushing up into those 80s off near Mason. But, of course, we're going to see them dry right back out as we continue to keep our eye on these upper-level winds. Now, you see the high pressure lingering around East Texas. That's going to push us all the way back up into those 90s by the middle of the week. But right around after the parade, it's going to drop all the way back down into those 60s before we warm right back up. Take a good look at the size of the ridging around Utah by Monday next week. We're just going to cruise right through November. Moisture Tracker is going to show you how we're keeping our eye on the concentrations of green that try to hover their way around. It's getting pretty dry out there, and it's going to show up in the form of snow. Now, I'm not kidding about these temperatures. They're definitely on the rally. Seeing a lot of the oranges push all the way back up into the Concho Valley. And if you look all the way up near Montana, all those greens all the way up there, they're going to see temperatures push all the way back up into those 60s. Some pretty strong ridging on its way. Now, severe weather outlook has been quiet all day and has been quiet for the past couple weeks. And we take you all the way down to the surface to get a better idea of what's going on with these high winds all day around Nebraska. Now, we're waiting for some of this cold front action to make its way down into the Concho Valley. But unfortunately, it's going to give up with some of that ridging with the Edwards Plateau. Now, high pressure is definitely locking itself in place. We're going to keep our eye on the snowstorm that makes its way onshore off the west coast, but in usual West Texas fashion, it's going to run out of steam before it makes its way down here. So tonight, all the way back down into those 40s, but it's going to be pretty comfortable out there. It got dark pretty quick. Then tomorrow, a good run at those lower 80s, but I promise you perfect voting weather. But I'm on the lookout for some of those windier conditions as we close in on the KSAN Cares food drive. Take a good look at these temperatures in those lower 90s. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. To reward you for all your donations, we're going to do the Veterans Day parade, still holding on to those warmer temperatures. But as soon as that parade ends, right back down into those upper 60s, if not those lower 70s, while those overnight lows go from those 50s down into those 30s and right back up into those 50s. Stay tuned. I'll go up the break. You're watching KSAN News at 10.